Hey people, Real Wolfer here. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite Marshall amps, and it's the Marshall Silver Jubilee. I got this amp as a replacement, as a backup amp actually, for my Marshall JMP. This one's a vintage amp from 1979. And it's absolutely awesome amp. I recorded our last album of Wolf Spirit on this amp. This was my main amp. And but I wanted a backup because this is a vintage amp and I was worried it going down on a gig or something. So I got me a Silver Jubilee. So let's check out the Silver Jubilee and see why it's so awesome, why it's so special. So the main cool thing about the Silver Jubilee is actually that it has an EQ section that actually makes a difference. If you know vintage Marshall amps like the JTM, like a JCM 800 even, you can mess around the EQ section of the bass, treble, mids, and presence, and it's not gonna make that much of a difference. This is a different story on the Silver Jubilee. And by the way, this is not a vintage Silver Jubilee. This is a reissue, and which gives them some more benefits in my opinion. First of all, it's not as expensive as the vintage ones, but it's also got a built-in effects loop, so you can put in a delay, chorus, noise gate, or whatever you like. Back to the EQ section. Yeah, so if you start messing around, for example, with the bass knob, this is all the way up. Pretty woofy. So I backed up the bass knob and got rid of all the woofiness. Bass knob is about noon right now. I'm gonna turn it down even more. Could leave it like that if you want. Still sounds nice. I like to keep it just a little bit more. Like that maybe. About noon. Mid-range. As you can hear, it really makes a difference when I start screwing around with that mid-range knob. Kind of a more like a mid-scooped sound. Or if you want more of a mid, what's the opposite of mid-scooped? Mid-bumped? For me, it's too much. Again, I like it around noon. That's why I like it. If you turn up the treble all the way, it's kind of too nasty. It sounds thin. Back it up just a tiny little bit. Again, I'm a bit more than noon right now. Really nice. So Silver Jubilee, you got a really nice working EQ section. Next cool thing is the Silver Jubilee actually has a built-in boost pedal, I believe. It's got diode clipping, and I guess that's what that means. That you have like an maybe like a tube screamer or some kind of overdrive pedal that's already built into the amp. And for some reason, I don't know what the technical reason is, but it just works really well. So if you pull this knob, it's disengaged, and this gives you a much cleaner Marshall sound, and it's actually a lovely clean sound. I really like that. Now if I push this knob, the boost pedal is engaged, that's inside of this amp, and you get a really nice high gain sound. Tons of sustain, really nice high gain, really nice gain breakup. And I actually like to push this potty all the way. Because not only does it give you a really nice saturated and high gain kind of a sound, but there's also this high treble, the sizzle that comes in. And it's not like the like on the treble knob where it's like a nasty treble sound. No, here it's a really nice treble sound. It's got this really soft treble thing. This really soft high-end thing. And yeah, really nice. Now on the next knob it also says master volume. This is something I personally don't understand. You have two master volumes on that amp. And I don't know why. But I just... Same thing for me here on this knob. I turn this one up all the way too, because it's just awesome. On the last one, this is like the preamp gain, like on a JCM 800. And here it's a different story. If I turn this one up all the way, it gets really woofy. Actually, still a really nice sound. It's got like a fuzzy quality, like a fuzz quality to it. But for basic sound, it's too woofy for me. So that's the reason why I turned this knob back until there's no woofiness anymore. And that's about noon. A little bit more than noon. And this is actually the setup how I like to play this amp. Now you get another push-pull function right here. I never use that. But if you're in the normal mode and you pull this one, I think what's happening, the boost pedal that's inside is now being, and actually I don't know what's happening here. As I said, this sound, I don't like it. I like to keep it either clean or use the boost right here. But the in-between thing is just too in-between. I don't like it. There you have it, people. That's the reason why I love the Marshall Silver Jubilee. For me it's a vintage Marshall amp, but it's got more modern features. The reissue one has an effects loop. I don't know if the vintage ones have that. I don't think they do. I think it's a huge benefit to have one. Because, as I said, you can add delay, noise gate, or whatever you like, actually. My signal chain is really easy, just a guitar into the Jubilee, into the aux box, and that being fed right into Logic. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please give it some love, give it a like, leave a comment, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.